Morning, everybody. This is Silly Toaster 33 from Learn Horizon Worlds on YouTube. Today, I'm going to do a little bit different style for the video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at like the gizmos and stuff like that, and it's going to be a bit of a discovery video. So it is not a tutorial, even though I'm going to be talking about the script and how they work. I'm also learning at the same time. So if you want to just listen to my voice and follow along and look at stuff, we're going to try to learn some of the things that are here and see if we can discover new things about the scripts and the objects. All right, so let's get started. I had done a tutorial already on the teleport thing, and this one was pretty cool. It was pretty easy. I'll go in the build mode here for a second. It was nice because what we ended up talking about was specifically the pills. Let's get this proper here. So what I was talking about were the pills, which are these little pieces, and they're variables. Now, a pill can also be on an object like this, and so where it says trigger here, this is a pill for that trigger, which I can drag to put into different spots. Now, when you're creating a variable, you're doing it on the script, and you just click here and you create a variable, and you still have to answer these variables. So this object called Steve, I still have to answer, like, what is Steve? What's in the box named Steve? And I do that typically by dragging a pill of an object. So I must have an object here somewhere. So let's just grab this thing, and let's open up the properties for that. So you're going to see here that the properties for this cylinder, there's a little pill here called cylinder B. And so in order to answer Steve, I would drag the cylinder from the object, and I would bring it to the object that has the script on it and answer it, Steve, right here. So I'm going to bring that cylinder and I'm going to drop it right there, right? So now this line gets drawn because cylinder B is now attached to this object as a variable from this script, the trigger respawn, which is trigger respawn, right? So this was just a way for me to understand, how to create a variable on the script, and then how to answer that on the object that the script is actually on. And the reason that that was important was because of colors. So the example that I had done was this one, actually, which is a really fantastic example. We've got these three buttons here, okay, blue, yellow, and red. And this trigger was there, and this trigger was there. I don't know why my joystick is kind of weird. All right, so we got these three triggers here, right? But there's only one script, and this script here says on it, when the trigger is entered by the player, set the target to whatever this color is. But the color doesn't get defined here on the script where I've created the variable, okay? Or where the variable was created, okay? Rather, it gets created wherever the script was put. So on this trigger, if I open it up, that's really tiny, the color is 344.97. But if I open up this one, the answer is 1410.44. And on this one, whoops. And on this one, it is something completely different. It is 7330.27. So you can see that the script, okay, let's go like this. Trigger select color, trigger select color, trigger select color is this one script, and the variables were created by the script. But on each of these triggers, okay, it can be objects and triggers and groups and all these kinds of things, it was answered differently. So this obviously represents a red color, and this represents yellow, and this represents blue, right? So when we're back in the game, and where is it? Here it is. When we touch this, oh, sorry, that was my desk. It should go blue, and then it should go red, and so on and so forth. So now that I was understanding that, I was like, okay, well, let's take a look at some of these other ones. Now, there's a lot of things that are really interesting. I wanted to make like a thing where you can like feed llamas. And so if I wanted to feed a llama, I'd have to make it that an object can disappear. So I would build a carrot, and then I would pick up that carrot and I'd bring it over to llama and I'd put it in the llama's face. And if it entered the trigger, then the carrot would disappear. And then I can keep adding different things to make things happen, right? So a show and hide might be the type of thing that I'm looking for. So let's just go over here for a second. So here, just as I'm looking to see what's going on, I can see that there's some audio to happen, which is the recording for this thing, so we can ignore that. There's trigger show, trigger hide. Okay, so there's one script for this one, and there's another script for that one. And I'm sure we could make it more complicated by merging those, and you put like a, if this, then show, and if that, and so on and so forth. But let's just take a look to see what it is that they actually have here. So right now, this guy is being shown. So let's take a look at trigger hide to see what he's got to say. Okay. Okay, so that's new to me. Deprecated, meaning it, this was removed or not needed, whatever it is. So I'm trying to figure this out same time as you. So when the triggers are entered by the player, we're going to hide the target. So we already know that that pill is not answered here. Even if I go to the variables, I know that that target is not being answered here. I know that it's being answered wherever this script has been placed. And the script's been placed on this trigger. And here it is. So trigger hide, there's the entity group, and the target happens to be this guy, this whole entity group here. So this is a really easy one to understand. Actually, we're just, when the triggers enter player, we're gonna hide. Now, hide is an action, and I don't think it's a motion, but let's see. So move over time, scale, rotate, push, spin, launch. Let's take a look here. So these are the actions. Launch, text, play, start, stop. I don't see a hide. Or maybe it's set visibility, set object visibility. See, maybe that's actually been a block that's been removed. I don't know, because it's not in operators. It wouldn't be in operators. That doesn't make sense, right? No, I don't think so. Position, text list. No, I don't think so. And values, no, because that's not an action. So let's just, maybe I went too fast or something. So motions, rotate, multiply, scale, respawn, play, stop. Oh, see, that's it. I don't even see hide. So maybe in an update or something, this line of code has been removed, the hide target, and maybe it's just become like, oh, is it visible or not visible? And this is the new one that they've moved forward with. So play, stop, sounds, visual, world, player, raycast. No, see, that's it. So already we're learning that this has probably been removed altogether. So let's just delete that, and let's try this. So it's going to be hide. So set self invisibility to, let's say, false in this instance, and let's see if this works. So let's go back and play, and we're going to touch the button, and when we touch it, nope, doesn't work. So the hide is not setting the visibility. So self probably hasn't been defined. Oh, I don't want to set self. I want to set target. See, there we go. We're still learning. So here's my target, right? That I wanted to, oh, what did I touch by accident? I think I just moved it. Okay. So let's say, oh no, I opened a completely different animation because my button's screwy. I think I knocked it earlier on the desk by accident. All right, so we want to go to the variables and say, we're not going to do self, we're going to do target. Perfect, there we go. Set the visibility of the target to false, not self, because self was the actual button itself. So let's go and let's touch it, and boop, disappears. There we go. And then boop, turns back. So it's not, oh, I can't interact with it. If I hide it, I still can't interact with it. Now I'm kind of curious. What if I was also to say that when I hide it... Oh, no. Here, I have a better idea. Let's go to the object itself, okay? And we're going to say that it's also interactive, only grabbable. Okay, so can we grab the object? Let's, oh yeah, I can grab the object. Okay. And let's hide it. And let's show it. That's cool. So let's hide it and see if we can still grab it and then show it. Yeah. That's cool. All right. So, anyways, I just wanted to make a short video just showing some stuff. I think it was a successful one there. We got to learn a little bit about this. I wasn't really expecting that, so I'm pretty happy about it. And we also took a look at the teleport, which helped us understand this script a little bit more. So, what I want to do with the future videos is just go through like the animations. I think this is one that I really want to play soon with is the animations, because if I can show and hide carrots and things like that and make them disappear, and I can animate my llamas or my alpacas, then I think that would be really cool. And maybe when we feed them different carrots, we can change their color and stuff like that, and we can make them walk around and go different places on some predefined track and visible track for them. And so anyway, so a whole bunch of cool things. Ooh, follow. That would be really awesome. I know when I grab this, the bees follow it. So I could make the carrot so that when you grab onto it, the animals want to follow the carrot. And then you have to drop the carrot if you're like, no, 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 stay away from me. So anyways, we're going to keep playing around in here for the future videos. And I really appreciate you guys stopping by. So Silly Toaster 33 in game if you want to add me or anything like that. I've got some different worlds that you guys can explore and other things going on behind the scenes. And you can search me up on YouTube. Well, you're on YouTube anyways there, but it's Learn Horizon Worlds is the YouTube channel. So I appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a great day.